Hi guys, welcome to another review. I finally get the chance to review both of these sets. That's the Daemons set here and the Claws of Axos set there. They both arrived in the post yesterday, and let me tell you, I am so excited about this. They were like released or announced that they were coming out ages ago, like way back last year. And now they've finally come, and they've come together. I was just like, okay, this is kind of crazy, but cool at the same time. Are these the last sets that we're going to get? Possibly. But let's not depress this video. We're going to crack on with the review, and we will be reviewing the Demon set first. So, I'm going to show you the packaging, and then show you the inside. Let's get on with it. So, this is the box, standard box, looks absolutely brilliant. It's nowhere near as big as I thought the set would be. I just, for some reason, imagined the set being a lot bigger. Obviously here you go, all the information, blah 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 blah. So that's a good look at the box. That's pretty much all I'm going to do with that, because I want to get this set open and review it. Anyway guys, enjoy the review. Okay, so as you can see, the inside of the box, you've got this lovely church with the lightning, kind of very obviously reminiscent of the episode. It looks kind of cool, but we're not really overly fussed on that. It's the figures that we're interested in. So you have the Brigadier, Alistair Gordon Lethbridge Stewart, in other words. You have the original Master, played by Roger Delgado, and then you have Bok, the tiny little devil dude. So, let's take a closer look. Okay, so the first figure I'm going to look at is the Brigadier. Now, the articulation on this figure is exactly the same as the articulation on the previous release of the Brigadier, seen in the Three Doctors set. Now, there is a huge amount of difference in this Brigadier figure compared to the figure that we saw released in the Three Doctors set. Now, I'm just going to show you this here. Now, straight off the cuff, you can tell that the original Brigadier was dressed in his jacket, his army jacket, whereas this new Brigadier, and I really like this actually, is dressed in his more casual jumper. He's still got the same flat cap on, which is fine. The face sculpt is exactly the same. It is the same head. There is no difference whatsoever in the sculpts there. Obviously, the collar on his shirt is a different sculpt to the original one, because on this one he had a white shirt, and this one's a more of a light green shirt. A lovely feature on this figure is the detailing on his lapels. Again, they are actually very similar, if not the same, to the detailing on the original figure. Oh, and one thing you will also notice is the legs do bear very strong similarities in each other, i.e. the same sculpt. The hands, however, I believe are slightly different colour. The gloves on this one are black, on the new one are black, and on this one they're more of a reddish colour. I personally prefer the black ones. I think they're quite nice. He does have the same hand sculpt, so you know, that's the thing we're going to get with the Brigadier. So that's the comparisons of the figure. The figure on its own, the detailing is just fantastic. I mean, they've really gone out of their way with this particular character. I think it's just fantastic that, you know, you've got slight detailing at the back here where obviously his jumper was stuck together. To be honest, probably not quite sure why they've done it like that. I guess you can probably take it off. God knows what's underneath there. I ain't gonna go there. His holster is a nice addition. It isn't openable, so you can't put a gun in there, and this figure doesn't come with a gun, just to let you know. It does come with two accessories, and I'll let you know what they are in a minute. It's got ball jointed arms, which is always a nice feature. Mine are very stiff, so I don't really want to muck about with them. Lovely boots, lovely detail in there. Overall, it's just fantastic. Now this figure comes with a stick, a little bit bent, but a bit of hot water will soon straighten that out. And obviously Brigadier can hold his stick and be like, touch the force field, and then so on. And he also comes with binoculars. I think that's a really nice addition. You can just have him hanging like a handbag, or you could probably just about possibly fit him over his head. Let's have a look, see if we can. Yeah, there we go. So you can fit him over his neck, and perhaps, you know, put him in his hand and, you know, let him hold him so it looks kind of like he's just looked at something. So really, really fantastic. Character options really have gone out of their way with this one. Very happy to finally have another variation of the Brigadier, because he was, after all, a fantastic character. So yeah, thank you character options, and thank you the late great Nicholas Courtney. And moving on, we have Bok. This is a unique figure, brand new sculpt. It's nice to have different monsters on Doctor Who on our shelves, because it makes for a change in having Daleks and Cybermen. So a fascinating figure to have, really. Articulation, the arms do a 360 and are ball jointed. The legs are also like ball jointed and can rotate. The knees bend. The feet can twist around as well, 360 degrees. And now, as you can see, this figure is very, very small, but looks awesome. One thing I've noticed, his tail is slightly longer than his feet. So when the figure stands up, you kind of have to either bend the tail or bend the legs a little bit. But that's no problem. There isn't really articulation on the wings. They are bendy, so that's kind of cool. And you can pull the tail up a little bit. So, you know, it kind of reminds me of something out of, what do you call it? Wizard of Oz. One of those like little evil monkeys. But, you know, that really matter in this instance, because it's Bok. We all know Bok. The Daemons was a very famous Doctor Who story. And we all know this figure instantly. And he does look like he's made out of stone as well. They've done the effects really well. Would have been nice perhaps to have his eyes lit up red. That would have been kind of cool. But nevertheless, fantastic figure. If you keep it still and just look at it, it does look like it could be a statue, a bit like a weeping angel. Perhaps that's where the weeping angels came from, who knows. So that is Bok. Fantastic figure. Lovely. And in a minute you'll see the size difference in comparison to the other figures in the set. And moving on, finally we have the Master, played by Roger Delgado. Now, you may have noticed that his arm has already fallen out. Now, this has happened quite a few times already. You just gotta stick it up there and just hope it doesn't fall out. A fantastic actor, and what a fantastic figure. Clearly the best figure to come with this set, and clearly the best variant of the Master that we will ever see. Now, if I show you the sculpt of the original Master to the new Master, let me just stand him over there. As you can see, the head sculpt is different. On this Master, he has his greying beard, whereas on this Master, it is just black, which is kind of cool. I can't really remember if that's accurate. I think maybe having the silver is adding a bit more of a touch to it, but maybe it's, you know, he was younger in these days, perhaps. The hair is the same. He kind of looks like a Time Lord from the back there. So, as you can see, the comparison, much of a muchness in the head aspect of it. Now, articulation. His legs are very, very restricted due to his big cloak. His arms can go up and down, of course. And that's pretty much all you can do. There is articulation at the wrist as well. mine are very stiff, so oh, and he does this trick as well, and the arm can just go for some reason the joint on that shoulder isn't very strong, but we won't fuss around too much about that. The detailing on the costume is fantastic. I mean, you can just see this figure just stands out like so much. The cloak is not removable, I wouldn't have thought, unless perhaps you pop his head off and somehow get down in there. I wouldn't really suggest doing that. It does seem to be fixed on pretty tightly, so unless you want to break your figure, I would not recommend it. You've got all these devil signs on his collar here. You've got the lovely gold pendant. It looks really nice, looks golder on camera actually. And just the overall design of this costume is just fantastic. All his swirls and stuff on his jacket, on his cloak, just look brilliant. So yeah, the Master looks absolutely fantastic. So happy with this one. So let me show you now the set in its entirety. So we'll bring up the Brigadier. There's the Master. Come on, Brig, stand up. You're on camera, don't let us down. And of course, little Bok. You can have Bok stand in there. So if I just zoom out a little bit, you can see the comparison in size. Bok is pretty small, but he was in the show, so that's fine by me. Again, it just looks great to have this lovely set. Now, wouldn't it be nice if we perhaps had a Joe Grant figure from this particular story? Maybe they'll decide on doing that as well. Anyway, thanks for watching this review, guys. I hope to see you all again soon in my next video, which will of course be a review of a Claws of Axos set, which I shall be uploading, well, as soon as I've uploaded this one, really. Take care, guys. Bye for now.